collections. What does that tell us? What does that title tell us? What can we take from that title that says coin collections? It's going to be about what? No. That word right there, what does that tell us? It's going to be about what? It's going to be about money. All right, so we're going to have to give some coins a value. Okay, so what is the value of a penny? 1 cent. What is the value of a nickel? What is the value of a dime? What is the value of a quarter? 20 cents. What is the value of half a dollar? 50 cents. All right. So you need to be able to use that prior knowledge, that information about money to do this assignment. All right. So let's look at the first one. It says a bowl containing only nickels and dimes. Okay, so picture this in your head. You have a bowl and it's got nickels and dimes only. Okay. There's 100 coins in there. We know that the value of those coins is $7.90. So you're going to write a system of equations to solve this problem. All right, so we have a bowl of money, right? It contains nickels and dimes, and the total cost of that is, or the total value, the total number of coins is $100. And now that I think about it, you're going to need a separate sheet of paper to do your work on it. So go ahead and take out a separate sheet of paper so that we can write these equations on. Now, all right, so now that you guys have your separate sheet of paper out, we're going to write these equations up. A bowl with nickels and dimes contains 100. So how do I write that up? Nickels plus dimes, right, equals 100. Right? How many nickels? And nickels. We don't know how many nickels. How many dimes? D dimes. We don't know how many dimes. But together, they equal 100. Says the value of all the coins in the bowl is $7.90. So we know that the number of dimes and nickels equals $7.90. But that can't work, right? Because this is a value. And I just dropped that decimal to make it easy. Okay. What is the value of a nickel? So 5 cents times the number of nickels, right? And what is the value of a dime? What's the value? 10. And 10 cents times the number of dimes is also going to give me a dollar value, right? So if I have 2 dimes, it's 20 cents, right? So if I add these together, then I can come up with my dollar value, correct? So that's what I need to do in order to solve this problem. You good? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and solve this problem now. How do I solve this problem using elimination method? What do I need in order to use elimination method to solve this problem? What are my requirements? We've been doing elimination method for a week and a half now. What do I need? What do I need? What are my 2 criteria that I need in order to solve this problem using elimination method? Jasmine? Same digit, opposite sign. You guys remember? It's only been a day since we did this. Same requirements. Okay. Do I have same digit, opposite sign anywhere? Can I create that situation somehow? What do I need to do? I need to multiply something, right? I'm going to pick this one because I can't make 5 nothing or 1. But I can make 1 5. I'm going to pick my 5 because it's my smaller number, It's easier to deal with, right? So what do I need to multiply this n to make it a minus 5n? If I multiplied by -1, I'd have -1n. Would I have the same digit then? So Noah said -5. That would give me -5n. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Multiply that. -5 times n gives me a minus 5n. -5 times d gives me a minus 5d. And -5 times 100 gives me what? -500. My second row, I did not do anything to. I'm not going to change it, so I'm going to keep it exactly the way it was originally written. Do I have same digit opposite sign now? And what am I eliminating, my n or my d? So I can cross that off and then solve for d. What is 10 plus 10d minus 5d? So it's going to be 5d. All right, so 5d is equal to, and again, I have a negative and a positive, so I'm going to do some subtracting, right? Can I just say 790 minus 500? I can't? I can. What's 790 minus 500? 290 on the positive end, right? So now I almost know how many dimes we have, right? Well, how do I figure out how many dimes I've had? Divide by what? 5. So this becomes 1d, or just d. D, 290 divided by 5 is what? You don't know? How many 5s going to 29? How many 5s going to 29? 5, right? It's 25. That leaves me a remainder of 4. Well, how many 5s going to 40? 8. Good, Jimena. You got your math facts down. Okay, so I know I have 58 dimes. Can I substitute it into this equation now to figure out how many nickels? Because it wants to know the amount of nickels and dimes in the bowl. So I know there's 58 dimes. Can I say n plus 58 equals 100? Is that going to work? So how do I solve this now? Add the opposite, so minus 58 from both sides. What does that give me? I love the way y'all wait for me to answer. What is 100 minus 58? Let's do the work. 42. So how many nickels and how many dimes? 42 of both? There are 42 nickels and 58 dimes in the bowl. Why did I write a sentence? Because they're word problems. I expect to see the sentence. But does that make sense? So we know the value of nickels, we know the value of dimes. We didn't know how many of each, but we know that N is nickels and D is dimes. All right, let's look at another one. This is number 1. Let's look at number 6. Do you see that bold print right there? The bold print. What does the bold print say? Right, so now it's dimes and quarters, not nickels and dimes. So this time we're going to give the quarters a value of 25. Okay, hang on a sec. All right, so let's do this again. We have a bowl. This time it's dimes and quarters. And how many coins were in that bowl? 100. So how would I write that equation? Perfect. D plus Q equals 100. It says the value of all the coins in the bowl is what? So I know that it equals 1870. I'm dropping that decimal. Okay. So I don't need to know the value of the coins it already told me. What I need to know is the number of dimes and the number of quarters. So I can drop that decimal and it just helps me with my multiplication or addition and subtraction. Okay. So what is the value of my dime? So 10 times the number of dimes plus what's the value of my quarter? 25 times, and again, I dropped that decimal. Okay, it's all going to work out. Value of my quarter. Okay, what should I eliminate? Dimes or quarters? Probably dimes. Seems a bit easier, right? How would I do that? What do I need to multiply it by? -10. So I'm going to multiply that whole row times a -10. So I've got a minus 10D, a minus 10Q, and a negative what? Thank you, 1,000. And then I'm just going to bring that second equation straight over. 10D plus 25Q equals 1870. Yes, sir. What is 10 times 100? Remember, I'm multiplying. Distributive property right here. Getting rid of my brackets or parentheses. So, what am I eliminating? The dimes, right? 10 minus 10 is nothing. What am I left with? -10Q plus 25Q. 15Q. And I'm subtracting 1,000 from 1870. What do I got? 870. That was pretty easy, right? And now, what do? Divide by what? Both sides by 15, right? That's going to give me Q is equal to, that's a G, Q is equal to what? Do the math. What? Yeah, do the math. I am dividing. You do it. Okay, I'm not giving you the answer. Pick up your pencil. If you don't know how to do it out in your head, do this. Or some of you have a calculator, but you're going to do it. Yes, Christian, you were right. I did hear you. I just didn't want you to shout it out. Anybody have an answer other than Christian? What do you got, Angel? What? 58. Real similar to the last one, right? How many dimes did we have? So how many we have 58 quarters now. So we're going to go ahead and substitute. Although we probably already know this answer, right? Oops, not Q. We know we had 58 quarters, right? Equals 100. So if I subtract 58 from both sides, what do I have? How many dimes? Yeah, just like the last one. Easy, right? So what's my sentence going to say, my answer to the question? There are 42 dimes and 58 quarters in the bowl. Super easy. Any questions, comments, or concerns right now? No? Show me if it's a 5. I get it, I don't get it.